Okay, we are getting close. So we've got our two mountains done. We're going to move into this third mountain foreground area. And like I said, each painting kind of takes on its own, even though your plan might be the same, they're each going to have their own different elements. And I've kind of decided, since I have more pink here, that I'm going to add a little more pink area to this foreground, just for some balance, more than I have here. So let's get started. Of course, you know we're going to wet this area first, and you don't have to worry about this path. We will add that in later, so you can paint right over it. And these bushes down here are a little bigger, so they should be a little easier to paint around. But once again, it's not a huge deal. You don't have to get them all perfect. Okay, got the area wet. Going right into my phthalo turquoise, which still has a little green gold in it. And I'm just going to start to put a little right around these bushes. Just let that color just kind of mix and mingle into the water. This is going to be my darkest area, the part that's closest to these bushes, so that they will stand out. Headed right into my mauve, which has dried a little, so I'm going to work at it a bit. Deepen this color up with that mauve. And I'm dropping down to a smaller brush because I've got a lot of water content happening here, so just want to monitor, make sure I'm not getting too much. Going right into my phthalo, dance some of that around. And now I'm going to start adding the pink element. So remember that this is a very intense color. We don't want to overdo it, so I've got a light wash of it. I don't have a lot of water on my brush, because there's already a lot of water here. In fact, I might even run my brush. I'm just running my brush across this top edge just to grab a little bit of that water content out. Going into my pink, and I'm just going to start to drop that into that top layer there. And with this, you'll have to continually clean your brush, because you can see what happens is I've now picked up some of that blue, so my pink will start to get muddied with blue, and I want to keep it pure. I might even tilt a little. Just adding that pink and letting it flow, cleaning my brush, and coming back in. Okay, so I've got that pink there. Now I'm going to drop down to a much smaller brush, because I'm going to start to add the elements of my green gold here. And we all know how strong this can be. So I'm going to go right under the pink. And I'm just dropping in what, could be little flowers, bushes, whatever. And I'm just going to let it flow and see what happens. Got a slight tilt to my paper here, so it's gonna, wherever it's gonna flow down instead of flowing up into that pink. And my pink might be a little too intense. I'm going to just drop some water right on some of the more intense areas just to kind of diffuse the color a little bit, and it'll start to run down into that green gold too. And I am going to call that one done. Nice, quick, and easy. So we're going to let this dry, and then we'll work on all these little elements that will bring it all together.